Marc Kealey and I go back 40 years when Marc was working for David Peterson. Marc has worked with MPPs and MPs, but most notably was on staff and ultimately became a very dear friend of former Prime Minister John Turner, a person Marc speaks of with great admiration. And Marc is mentioned several times in Steve Pakin's amazing book about John Turner. Exit 425. It's where we live. Marc, welcome, and thank you for meeting me here at Exit 425.
Look, it's always great to see you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Do you find that Canadians want their government to be in that balanced position where, encourage things that can support themselves, but support those who can't support themselves?
Well, but that is the essence of sort of liberal thought and action, right? To help those who can't help themselves. And you've got a number of entities that are in the not-for-profit or the non-government side of things that ought to be encouraged to proliferate the work that they do for people. Like we've got a fantastic immigration system in this country that says to the world, you can come here and you could actually do very well here in Canada. And I think that's become part and parcel of how or why Canada is such a great place for people all over the world to want to come and live and work and prosper. But it's not about government saying we'll do everything for you. I think government's job, and I think this is where if you look at central neoliberal thinking, government's job is to regulate effectively and to ensure that there is a social safety net for those who are unavailable or who are challenged in certain ways to not be above the curve.
Mhm.
But look, we've got a problem right now where we've institutionalized this tendency where government means a lot, and this is not a problem with the Liberal Party, Stephen. This is a problem with our country.
Mhm.
And I think, and John Turner and I used to rail against this all the time. He called it a Mandarin class.